Hey guys, Novaexplosion, and welcome back to more The Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. Let's load this up. We are at the Chapter 6 end. We're gonna hit the Chapter 7, which is probably the final chapter. We're in the school festival. This is like most likely the final chapter. Maybe there's like a Chapter 8, which is just like an epilogue, like a final boss or something, but Chapter 7 is... I still think Chapter 7 is gonna be the final chapter, so let's just load it up and see what happens.
In the following weeks, it was hard to tell how much the Empire's situation was shifting, but one thing was certain. Changes were happening. With the death of their ringleaders, the Imperial Liberation Front's campaign of terror was finally over. And in recognition of our actions in Ruhr and at Corellia Fortress, all of us in Class 7 were invited to Valflame Palace. There, we were granted the honor of an audience with His Majesty the Emperor, Eugene III, along with Empress Priscilla, the mother of Princess Alphen and Crown Prince Cedric. But no sooner had we been thanked than we came face to face with the leaders of the factions that divided the nation. The heads of the four great houses who ruled their vast provinces with absolute authority, and the Chancellor and his close ally Governor Regnitz, who brought reforms to Heimdall and expanded the railways. Both sides were quick to offer us words of praise, but just as quickly turned to criticize each other's role in the crisis. Eventually, His Majesty was forced to step in and rebuke both sides, clearly disgusted by their behavior. As it stood, the terrorists' defeat made it difficult for their supposed supporters in the noble faction to act openly, while Crossbell's push for independence was causing enough of a stir over there to keep the reformists busy. With both sides tied up, it looked like the Empire was in for a long overdue respite from its perpetual conflict. We'd finally gotten all the details for our concert performance worked out, and Elliot announced that we'd be doing two songs, a duet between Machias and Eustace, and a solo by Emma.
I was right, Emma is gonna sing. Also a duet by Machias and Eustace. How's that gonna go?
To no one's surprise, all three of them were quick to raise objections, but after Crow and Elliot explained their choices and how their master plan would win over the audience, the rest of the class was totally on board, leaving our new vocalists to resign themselves to the inevitable. Unfortunately, with the good times came some sad news as well. It turned out that Marquis Ragnar was furious at Angelica for her part in what we did at the mine, and as a result, she was forced to leave the academy. Contrary to the official statement, her withdrawal was to be permanent.
Well, that sucks.
Before she left, she asked me if I'd look after the orbital bike for her. At first, I didn't want to. It felt like I'd be accepting that she'd be gone. But after thinking it over, I finally agreed.
Yo, we get a bike though.
With so much going on, we decided to take Prince Olivert up on his proposal of a brief vacation north in Ymir. It proved to be quite an eventful trip, and it really drove home just how much we'd come to mean to each other. I'd tell you all about it, but we'd be here for hours. Maybe another time.
No, tell me about it now.
Anyway.
That's a lot of day skips. It's like a month later. Festival prep, day 1. Are we officially in the school festival?
Could I have your attention, please? It's another great day. Perfect weather to start bringing all your great festival ideas to life. Some of you have been preparing since last month, and some even longer. I know you're all itching to get started. So without further ado, I hereby declare the first day of festival preparation begun. Time to start setting up. We have today and tomorrow, but try not to leave any work until tomorrow night unless you really have to. All right, everyone, let's do this, and stay safe out there.
Okay then. Don't make me do side tasks, game, please. No side quests. Ba ba bum bum bum. I want to thank all of you for the effort you put into these over the past 2 weeks. Well, at least things are really coming together. It's been exhausting 2 weeks though. You said it, I don't think I realized how much work this would involve. Elliot's a merciless taskmaster when it comes to music. It's like when he unleashes the beast within. Sorry, I really just want this performance to be the best it can. Don't worry about it. Given the short time we had to prepare, I shudder to think what our band would sound like without your guidance. Yeah, I'm sure it'll sound great. Well, the songs are coming together quite nicely, I admit. We aren't seriously going to do that, are we? Come on, give it up already. Emma's song is really sounding great. I mean, Emma sounds like a perfect singer. Agreed. I'm sure it'll be quite the sight on stage once you're in your outfit. Please say Crow didn't choose the outfit. The boys will all be under your spell. You guys, that's not the kind of pressure I need right now. I have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised at Machias and Husis. Who knew they'd be working so perfectly together? And to think at the outset, I doubted they had it in them to actually cooperate. Yep, and now look at them, crooning together in a perfect harmony. But that's the worst part. Speak for yourself, I never felt so humiliated in my life. Words. Sounds like you're all having such a gosh darn good time. I almost hate to interrupt. Yep, Sarah. Figured. Just wanted to let you know that the principal is giving you permission to use the old schoolhouse. Why would we want to use there if we explored it all? Just for grinding? You're all free to use it for rehearsal or whatever you need all the way through the end of tomorrow. Oh, we're gonna practice there. Really? Whew, that's a weight off our shoulders. There's only so much of our performance we could practice in the music room's limited space. Yeah, and Class 1's been hogging the auditorium all to themselves. Well, considering they're performing an operetta, I'm not sure where else they could practice. The first floor of the old schoolhouse should make a fine shift auditorium, as far as our practice needs to go. It's even got that stage area. What more could we ask for? Sounds like a great solution to me. Though every time I step through those doors, I'm always reminded of our first day of school. The first of many deceptions by a certain instructor. I'm afraid the statute of limitations has expired on that one. You know, a little bird told me 2 people who might be in this room right now had a rather intimate experience that day. Oh, it took me a while, but I know what you're referring to. Ooh, tell me. Well, it's nothing worth mentioning. How did you find out about that anyway? Well, we should go our separate ways for today then. Yeah, our costumes should be coming this evening, so I think we're fine spending today helping with the setup and decorations. Might as well pitch in while we can. I'm guessing tomorrow's schedule just has rehearsal written in every blank. True, it only seems right to spend today helping our club members. Words. Guess we oughta. Were you planning on helping Toa with any last-minute student council stuff, Reen? Yeah, the student council's been totally swamped these last few days, so I figured I'd lend them a hand. No more requests. I was thinking of looking in on the old schoolhouse while I was out making the rounds too. That'd be helpful. Even though we'll just be using the first floor, we should make sure nothing is shifted around in there. If you're gonna make a sweep of the place, just ring me on my Arcus. I'd be happy to tag along. Okay, thanks. Sounds like you got a lot on your plates. All I could say is, good luck. I'll probably be patrolling the campus, so just let me know if anything happens. I'll give you guys a call when the costumes come in. I really want us to at least try those on today, just to make sure they all fit. No more side quests. I hope they don't give me any more tasks to do. Hey, Toa. If you wouldn't mind taking care of stuff for me, I'd really appreciate it. No problem, glad to help out. Oh, there are more tasks. Slip their minds. A number of students yet to collect their permission slips serve food and drinks at the festival. Given that, it's imperative. What's this? Anyone want to collect ones we need for me? I'm gonna be honest. I really don't feel like doing these 2 quests. I kind of come to terms with the fact that I don't want to do the optional quest anymore. I figured they'd probably be all related to the festival in some way. The shops in Trista do seem pretty keen on helping out though. That's nice of them. Yeah, they do every year. The radio station's even doing a little something for us too. Alright, I'll see what I can do to help to keep the ball rolling in town. Great, that'd be a big help. Oh, but remember not to neglect your concert practice, okay? Her's been telling me about it. It sounds like you guys are really pulling out all the stops. That's the idea, yeah, but we haven't started group rehearsals yet. Most of us have family coming in to watch though, so better or worse, we're going to give it all we got. By the way, do you think Angelica will be able to make it? Well... sorry, I guess it's not looking too hopeful, huh? I just don't know. I've tried calling the Marcus household, but they won't even let me talk to her. But still, this is Angie. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. Don't worry, Angie would never break a promise. Besides, you guys are all here, Crow's here, George is here, I'm sure she'll be here too. That's why we need to make this festival a big success. I want Angie to forget the bad times for a little while and have fun. And I know your concert will be a big part of that too. When you put it like that, I want to do whatever I can to make it a good time for her. Besides, as your follow-up act, we'd look bad if they weren't cheering just as loud for us. I can't wait to see what you guys have in store. Toa! Who we got here? Sorry to butt in, but it looks like some of the materials we ordered are going to get here late. If we don't do something, it's going to throw a hitch in our preparations. Okay, I'll take another look at the schedule and see if we can rearrange things a bit. Sorry, Reem, but it looks like duty calls. Good luck preparing for your concert. Thanks. Yeah, honestly, chat, we did all these side quests. Like, I've done every side quest from Field Study, like, Chapter 1 to 6. Started, like... the only one I didn't do was one in the school, so I'm fine with skipping these quests. I never really want to do 100% this game. Plus, I missed the hidden quests. Like, so many hidden quests, so I'm far from 100%ing the game. Well, no sense in standing around. We got a lot to do and less time than I'd like to do. Our outfits are going to show up this evening, too. I'll have to try and get as much as I can finished before then. Okay, let's get going. So we're just going to do this main quest. Plus, there's no way I'm going to get an S rank. I feel like S ranks, you would have to get all the requests. Final chapter. I guess this is the final chapter. It's called Final Chapter. We're just going to do this one. So, number of students. Main building. We're just going to do the main one. Oh, hey, I can't go around here? Oh, I can. Never mind. How's it going? Green Schwarzer, seems as though you've been working very hard in your field studies, even harder when you help the student council. I can hardly imagine how many people you've helped tackle their problems, all while showing compassion and honor. As an instructor here at Thor's, you could not have made me prouder. That's very kind of you, but I'm not sure I've done anything someone else in my shoes wouldn't have. To be honest, I'd say the people I've helped have let me develop as a person, so it's anything but a chore. The more you talk, the more I know you. The more right I know I am. I hereby present you the Medal of Compassion. What's this? Miss Herschel won this last year, so you know you're in good company. While this is far from a formal award ceremony, I do hope you'll accept. Even so, this is quite the honor. Of course I'll accept, thank you very much. Having the ability and the will to help others is a precious thing. I hope you continue to do so as you grow older. Is that the quest? Okay, no, that's separate. Hello, Schwarzer. You wouldn't happen to be responding to my request, right? That's right. Today I'm here on behalf of the Student Council. Request said you need someone to give permission slips. Yes, these slips prove that a student is upholding necessary health and hygiene standards to sell food on campus. Any and all students planning to sell food, whether at a stall or an attraction, must have one to do so. To some gourmands, these slips are the most important part of the festival. And yet, a few students have yet to collect theirs. I'm starting to get a little worried. So that's why you need someone to deliver them. You hit the nail on the head. I'll do it myself. I'd do it myself, but people tend to be accident prone this time of year, so I need to be here in the infirmary. Sorry to push this on you, and I'm sure you're already swamped, but such are the dangers of helping out the Student Council. That's perfectly fine by me. Happy to help. What a guy. In that case, let me tell you where to deliver everything. First is Nicholas from the cooking club. They'll be holding cooking classes during the festival. I assume he's focused on all the preparations. He's forgotten to come to get the one thing that will let him cook. Probably a good guess. Next up, we have Class 4's Eastern Tea House. As the name implies, they will be dealing with tea and sweets and relaxation. I do believe it was Colette's job to pick up her slip. Now it's yours to get it to her. I remember Colette. She's sweet, if a bit clumsy, but probably just slipped her mind. That sounds like something she'd do, at least she probably won't lose it if we bring it straight to her. Lastly, we have 2 food stalls belonging to Becky and Hugo. You'd think they'd be the first to get their slips. I heard the 2 are trying to outsell one another. If they don't have their slips, they'll tie at 0 units each. They're probably too busy arguing to even think about stopping by. Maybe getting their slips will calm them down. So to recap, Nicholas from Cooking Club, Colette from Class 4, and then Becky and Hugo, correct? You've got it. Here are the slips. Remember, the fate of the festival's food is riding on these. They're very important. Be sure to handle them as such. On top of that, each slip has the name of the person you need to deliver it to written on it. Don't get them mixed up. Got it. Understood. I'll be careful. I never expected so much would be riding on this job. I need to make sure everything is perfect. Calm down. It's a simple request, even if it is important. Let me know how it went once you're done. Will do. Yeah, this is really simple. Let's see. Someone's already here. You're Colette, I think, right? Hey, Colette, got a minute? Got something for you. Ooh, I've always got time for a gift. Here we are. Huh? Oh, yeah, I completely forgot. That was a close one. Can't exactly have a tea house without tea. Oh, whoops, sorry you had to come all the way here to deliver it, Reen. No worries. But do me a favor, try not to get me tasked with any last-minute second deliveries on the day of. We'll see about that. Thanks a lot. Oh, we'll see about that. Where is the cooking club? Oh, it's over there, maybe? I think I just found the cooking club. Oh, hey, Milliam. I don't see Nicholas anywhere. Hey, Milliam, quick question. Do you know where Nicholas is? Nicholas? He said he was heading out to get some ingredients and stuff, so I guess he's probably at the general store in town. Right, thanks. I'll probably regret this, but what are you making? My own super special cookies. Nicholas asked me to make a whole bunch of different types. These ones got hot chili peppers in them. Want to try one? Ugh, that sounds disgusting. No thanks, I couldn't deny someone else the privilege. For what it's worth, it seems like she fits right in with the cooking club. Now to head into town and find Nicholas. Hot peppered cookies. Well, you just made me hate cookies. Thanks, Milliam. I will blame you for all eternity. Ooh, hello, ladies. How's it going? Emily and Theresia asked me to go buy materials for them. Oh, I meant to ask how their outfits turn out in the end. They were changed a little bit from the original designs, weren't they? Well, everything's fine. You'll get to see them this evening. What was with the ominous pause? Yeah, don't worry, Elisa. It's fine. I happened to bump into Elisa while I was out doing some shopping for the literature club words. No matter where you look, you could tell that the whole academy's humming with the academy right now. Oh, that reminds me. How are things coming along with your club's short story collection? I remember last time we talked about it, you mentioned the content was a little graphic. Well, no worries. Managed to get all that settled. Dorothy agreed to tone the material down to a more acceptable standard. Oh, she certainly didn't make it easy, though. Sounds like Emma had her work cut out for her. Up. Excuse me, Nicholas. I'm here to deliver your permission slip for the Academy Festival. Oh, sorry to make you come all the way here for just that. Certain issues with the people I ordered the ingredients from have been keeping me busy. I've been trying to get into contact with other sellers and plan out menu changes all at once. It's been messy. I was dead set on picking up the permission slip today, though. Instructor Beatrice was thinking just that. Well, here you go. Thanks a lot. I'm surprised she realized how busy I'd be, though. It'd be kind of nice to have such an attentive instructor. I suppose she picked up the situational awareness from her time in the military, though. Oh, I wasn't aware of this. Yep, she used to be a medical officer. Apparently she was famous enough to get widely recognized nickname. Huh, now I'm curious to hear more. That's all I know, really. Thanks for delivering the slip, though. I'll head back to the club and stick it somewhere where it'll stand out. Please do. Alright, final person. I don't know where their food stalls would be. For, Becky and Hugo. Oh, they're right here. Perfect. Hey, guys. Here, Hugo. This is my spot. Sobol. Terribly sorry, Becky, but it's my spot now. I applied for it first. And by extension, that means I get priority. But I brought all my stuff here first. Ugh, the application papers were vague as to what it meant by in front of the main building. This is the exact spot I had in mind when I applied. Terribly sorry, Becky, but you'll have to concede. No chance, mate. I had my eyes on this spot way before you. Permission slips really are the last thing on either of their minds. Sorry to interrupt, but I have something for each of you. Here, mate. We're a bit here busy. The future of our sales ride on who gets this stall right here, so would you mind making this quick? Don't worry, I will. There you go. Goodbye, peace out. I completely forgot about that. You and me both. Perhaps we let our kerfuffle carry us away. Kerfuffle? Say, Becky, I have an idea. There's a little point of competition that won based on stall position alone, but you say neither of us takes this spot and we set up our own stalls on either side of the front gate. So we'll be right across from each other. Alright, that sounds good. Let's go that way. Sorry to say though, wee man, but I'll be winning this one either way. Oh, Becky, the fact that you're naive enough to think that's possible is one of the reasons you're so charming. Well, believe it. You'll have a breast neck, too, when I show you it's true. I should probably get out of here before they get started again. Those were the last 2 slips. Better let Instructor Beatrice know I delivered everything. Let's go see her.